Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Eagle Lights, finely crafted LED lighting solutions. Ohio Custom Gauges, customize your Harley gauges with LED modifications, custom faceplates, and glass repair. Rock Jock 4x4, proven professional off-road products and accessories since 1985. And by NHOU Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system.
We are Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, and we are big fans of old vans like this. A lot of folks are restoring them. We know this one's about 30 years old, and Danny, it's mechanically sound, but it's getting a lot of leaks and things like that, and you can hear a lot of wind noise. What can Steele Rubber do to help this van?
Yeah, so obviously if your weather stripping starts to deteriorate, come see us. We have all kinds of stuff for vans. I mean, they've become super popular recently.
And like this one, this is a camper van.
Yeah, that's right. So this one's a camper van conversion, so it's got some of the camper windows in the back. So we've got parts for those as well, straight out of our RV line, really. But of course, we have all the direct fit replacements. This thing has 6 doors, so we got the front doors, the side cargos, the rear cargos. Got the sliding door for those particular vans, pieces for the windshield, the camper windows, the hood decal, all the stuff for your run channels, your belt lines, for your door glass, and even some of those accent pieces like the door hinge seals.
Right, and that's one we replaced, and what was that process like?
It was one of the easiest parts to replace. It's 4 bolts, takes the door away from the van. You put the grommets back in, replace them, and then slide it right back into place, put the bolts back in.
And you guys were able to do that in about 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, no, it was super easy, and whenever you're going to be painting this thing or you're wanting to freshen it up, those pieces make a lot of difference in how it appears.
And that's also a place where some water can get in as well and get inside those doors. So it's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to make sure everything's nice and tight there.
Gotcha. And then we looked at the windshield, the seal around that. It actually had shrunk over the years. How typical is that of a windshield seal?
It's pretty typical for vehicles that have window trim. So that trim is actually made from a vinyl, and vinyl is what shrinks. So we have a rubber replacement. It won't shrink, crack, fade, any of that. And it's the same deal with those camper windows. Those have areas where they shrink and create little gaps. It's vinyl as well, so we have a rubber replacement for it.
And you and I replaced the seal around the windshield. Walk the folks through that process and some of the things we need to look for.
So this windshield trim, essentially it's a stick-on piece. It's kind of shaped like a T, and the bottom part of the T goes in between the metal and the glass. It's got the adhesive 3M tape on the back, so we peel that up and just place it back in there. And around those corners, sometimes it gets a little tight, so we're going to put some glue on that to finish up the job and tape that down, make sure it stays secured.
I love everything about Steele Rubber and the products you guys make, but I especially love the fact that it's pretty much plug and play. It matches the OEM stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So all of our parts are designed from originals. So we may take a door seal off of this thing, we'll cut it, look at the extrusion, we'll make a board for all the pin placements so they know exactly where to go. We've got the molded ends that go right where they should. Any clip holes, molded corners, all those pieces are done. So it's a direct replacement, easy install.
And because of details like that, a lot of times Steele Rubber's products are better than the original.
That's right, and it's actually a better material. So we use 100% EPDM, which is UV ozone resistant, and it's not going to deteriorate the same way that the original stuff did.
So if I'm looking for something that may seem like a specialty part, how do I find it at Steele Rubber?
Yeah, so sometimes you're looking for something that we don't have a replacement part for, it just doesn't exist in general. So we have a huge universal line for RVs, but for street rods, customs, you know, if you're chopping a top on something. We've got a massive amount of seals and weather stripping for doors, windows, all the things that you might need when you're trying to put something back together. We've got a sample packs if you're looking for something in particular, like, hey, I need something for my window trims, we'll send you a sample pack for those window trims and you can find something that matches.
And that's if you don't find it in your own personalized catalog from Steele Rubber.
That's right. So we offer a year, make, model specific catalog. We print them for each customer. We've got one here printed for this 91 van, just for Motorhead Garage. We send those out every single day.
And that's every part from stem to stern that this van owner might need as far as rubber seals.
That's right.
If I'm having trouble finding it at that point, how can your customer service folks help me out?
We've got a fantastic customer service team. I can't say enough about them. They treat each customer's project as if it was their own. If you're trying to find something that'll work, we'll send back pictures back and forth and we'll find something for you.
Excellent. I know that you guys have an entire library there of different kinds of seals and things you can draw on from vehicles in the past as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, all of our extrusions we keep in-house. If they've got a general appeal to them, that might be something that would work for you. We can tell you what 60s GM type vehicles used or 60s Ford and find something that'll match.
How far back do you go at Steele Rubber as far as vehicles?
So we go back to the teens, even though there wasn't a whole lot of rubber, but certain grommets, bumpers, mounts, those types of things, all the way up into 2019. So we have over 100 years worth of parts.
And it's not just for cars and trucks as well. You guys also cover RVs, as you mentioned, and boats. It's something you're towing behind your RV.
Yeah, we like to say we got sealing solutions for the things that move you, because we're passionate about these things too. So when you are taking your van down to the river on your boat, you got a reason,
Perfect. Well, he may live in a van down by the river, but Danny works at Steele Rubber. You can find all these products for just about any vehicle at steelrubber.com. That's going to do it for this episode of Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. We'll see you next week when we do it again. So long.